Pelicans got a huge contribution tonight from an unusual suspect. Highlights and post-game reaction coming up from the Smoothie King Center. And two unusual plays that had the Saints smiling in Buffalo. That's ahead in sports. The Pelicans win for the 5th time in their last 6 games, and the difference maker tonight was not named Davis or Cousins. It was Darius Miller knocking down key shots on a night that Rajon Rondo returned to action for the first time in this season. He only played 5 minutes as he works his way back into shape. Atlanta came in 2-11, but they are very athletic. Kent Bazemore to John Collins. Hawks by 4 in the 4th quarter, but under 6 minutes to go. Darius Miller gets open for 3. Miller had 21 points, 5 threes, and they're tied. The Pelicans, though, left shooters open way too often. The Hawks hit 47% of their threes, 17 of them. Marco Bellinelli gets it, and the Hawks were back up, actually by 4, but Miller continually answered. Remember, he was the Pelicans' second-round pick 2 years ago. He actually played in Germany the last 2 years. He was the Pelicans' pick 5 years ago. He had 14 in the 4th quarter. The Hawks had a chance to win under 10 seconds to go, but the 2-11 team does what 2-11 teams do. They throw it away, and New Orleans wins 106-105 with Darius Miller getting it done.
We know that he can shoot the ball, and that's one of the reasons that we brought him in. I thought he did a really good job of using the screens and getting himself open, and then, shake action is what we call it, for where he's coming behind some of our bigs, rolling to the basket. So he put himself in a good position to catch it and shoot it, and that's one of his strong suits.
Call this one an ugly win. The Pelicans would love another ugly win Wednesday night when they host Toronto. The Saints beat the Bills Sunday by running over them offensively and defensively. They more than doubled the Bills in total yards, and they got 2 of the more memorable plays that we've seen in a long time. The Saints have had a ton of success all season mixing up how they pressure the quarterback. Mid-3rd quarter, Sheldon Rankins in coverage gets the deflection. Rankins was a high school running back. Bills quarterback Tyrod Taylor would make the tackle inside the 5. The Saints cheesed afterwards, but couldn't get Rankins the touchdown.
Pretty much I laid out for a block. I thought I gave the offensive lineman everything I had, and he was still standing. So I was like, no worries. I was like, go, Ranks, go. And then Tyrod clipped him in his ankles, and I was like, of course. So just let it happen. He worked so hard for this. That being said, he had a job to do, and he did it. Our fault for not sealing the quarterback.
That was unusual, and so was this. Drew Brees runs for a touchdown. And watch number 72, Teron Armstead, on the play.
I still haven't seen it. A lot of people have been talking about it, so it must have looked pretty impressive. I'm excited to see it myself. But I just seen Drew scrambling out to my side, and I took off, and I seen a guy, so I just tried to make a block.
As I kind of made my way out to the left, I felt Teron, who had been blocking his guy, and then he's running with me, and there's always that fine line of don't want to be downfield, right? So I'm going to kind of stay with my quarterback, and then I felt him just go at I think one of the linebackers who was starting to kind of feel like maybe I was going to be a run threat. And I just felt like he just kind of leveled him, and I thought, oh, okay, well, now it's time to run.
A lot of smiles for the Saints after that one. The Redskins come to the Superdome for a date Sunday at noon. And LSU will wrap its regular season under the lights. The Tigers' home game against Texas A&M the Saturday after Thanksgiving will kick off at 6:30. They're at Tennessee this Saturday. That's a 6 p.m. kickoff. It's on ESPN. The Tigers 15.5-point favorites in Knoxville. Nice win for the Pelicans tonight.
Yeah.
It was ugly for until the last couple of minutes, and they pulled it out, and that's all that really matters.
Ugly still counts.
Ugly counts in a big way. It's actually kind of good.
Yeah, all right.